Okay, the next panelist I'm going to invite is Mr. Ham. Mr. Ham started his professional career at Korea Tourism Organization since 1992 as a manager of the New York office, USA, and manager for the Americas Overseas Promotion Division in 1994. In 1997, Mr. Ham became the Deputy Director of Frankfurt office in Germany and Senior Manager of Planning Duty Free Business Division in 2000. Mr. Ham was the Director of Kuala Lumpur office, Malaysia in 2004. I'm very curious about where he's going to stay in the next 3 years. Okay, so please welcome Mr. Ham. He's going to talk about Korea destination marketing.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Good morning, everyone. Well, actually, yesterday I read through this presentation, but I found it is quite long, so that's why I will skip some part of this presentation. So if you have any questions or information concerning this presentation, please ask me after this seminar or the presentation. Okay, today I will briefly present the trends and the promotional strategies of Korean tourism. Okay. I will start the presentation by briefly introducing the Korea's tourism trends and the statistics, and I'll just discuss just two major promotional strategies for Korean tourism, which I think has contributed much to the growth of the Korean tourism industry. And as a conclusion, I will talk about what vision Korean tourism industry has for the future. Okay, I'm going to skip this part. And then. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the Korea's inbound tourism trends. Korea's major markets are its neighboring countries like Japan and China, and Hong Kong is the fifth largest market to Korean tourism industry. Last year, in spite of a global economic turbulence and the domestic security issues like the military threat from North Korea, there was about 9.8 million foreign inbound travelers to Korea. And there was a growth rate of about 11.3% from a year ago. And in particular, you can notice that the Chinese and the Hong Kong markets showed a growth rate of 18.4% and 22.9%. For your information, last year, record-breaking 280,000 Hong Kong people traveled to Korea, while more than 1 million Koreans visited Hong Kong. There is a quite big imbalance between two countries. Okay, let me talk about the number of the outbound travelers. The number of Korean outbound travelers has been rapidly increased since Korea totally liberalized the overseas travel of Korean people in 1989. And more than 12 million Koreans enjoyed overseas travel last year, which means about 1 of 4 Koreans residing in Korean Peninsula travel to overseas country every year. Okay, let me talk about the tourism revenue trends. Tourism balance in 2011 shows a deficit of $2.8 billion with a revenue of $12.2 billion and an expense of $15 billion. Okay, now I'd like to introduce the major promotional strategies we have conducted to promote Korean tourism. Well, I personally think that the destination marketing for a certain country is to tell the reasons why potential customers would go that country. In other words, it is to develop the themes related to a tour, certain geographical area, and make customers aware of its attractiveness and let them travel over there. Korean Tourism Organization has a few marketing themes to induce the more foreign travelers home, but I'd like to just talk about two major marketing themes called like Korean Wave, that is called in Korean Hallyu, and Korea's distinctive seasons. Before talking about these issues, I'll show the Korean tourism TV commercials which are aired in China and the South Asian countries in 2007 and 2012. Okay, who did you see in these commercials? Do you know that? Rain. Yes, that's right, that's right. Rain and 2 p.m. They are the well-known K-pop music stars, and they are doing a very good job in our entertainment industry now. So let me talk about Korean Wave, Hallyu. And it refers to a spread of Korean popular culture around the world and consists of Korean dramas and movies and K-pop music. Especially Korean dramas have continued to spread throughout Asia and Japan, and then throughout even North Korea. And it achieved the mainstream success in Japan and China and the Southeast Asia also. And Korean Tourism Organization is making use of a trends of Hallyu as a promotional theme. For example, we developed a tour itinerary including visit to filming places of most popular Korean dramas, like the Jewel in the Palace in Daejeon, we call it Daejeon in Yangju, and the Winter Sonata, we call it the Gyeolyeonga in Nami Island. Other than making use of Korean Wave celebrities for our advertisement campaign, KTO means that Korea Tourism Organization has been organizing fan meeting events of K-pop stars and sponsoring TV programs and shows relating to Korean Wave. Marketing activities making use of Korean Wave has made a remarkable effect on domestic tourism. For example, the number of foreign visitors onto Nami Island, which is one of the filming locations of Winter Sonata, is increased by more than 20 times in only 10 years. Okay. Let me talk about the other issue, like Korea's distinct seasons. I think that good destination marketer should be able to find something that is to find something that is usual to the residents in certain area, but unusual to foreigners. As you might guess, the 4 seasons are not unusual Koreans because they take it as granted environmentally. But you should recognize that the 4 distinct seasons could make something special to people who are living under the similar seasonal environment. So our office, KTO's Hong Kong office, is also using Korea's distinct four seasons as a major theme for destination marketing, because seasonal themes could be something special to Hong Kong people. Well, of course, Korea has four distinct seasons like of spring, summer, and autumn and winter. Well, throughout the marketing activities, we are giving our customers a very strong message saying that Korea can provide foreign visitors with a variety of scenic surroundings and climates in accordance with its four distinct seasons. Furthermore, in order to enhance the repeated visit to Korea, our marketing activities emphasized secretly and then seriously that Korea is a good destination worthwhile to visit at least 4 times a year. These are the examples we are doing in Hong Kong market. Last year, our Hong Kong office implemented many kinds of marketing activities under the campaign slogan of the Korea Winter Fun. And in this spring, in cooperation with Busan City and Air Busan, which is one of the national carriers of Korea also, we are also conducting a big promotional campaign under the slogan of Busan Gateway to Korea's Spring. She shows the full time already. Sorry. Okay, let me talk about our vision for the future. I need to skip this part. Okay. Well, I strongly believe that our goal of attracting 20 million foreign visitors and then gaining 20 billion US dollars in tourism revenue by 2019 is not impossible at all. So this is kind of a very similar the contents, so that's why I skip this part. Well, and anyway, I'm greatly honored to have a chance to share our ideas concerning the destination marketing for Korea with you, and then it is my I'd like to appreciate your invitation by Polytechnic University, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ham. It seems to me that Korea is doing a great job of attracting visitors using the Korean pop culture. So actually, I'm also a big fan of Big Bang, 21, Girl Generation. So when they are coming to Hong Kong, can you give me some tickets? Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So our final panelist, Ms. Fernandez. I think many of you know Ms. Fernandez. She's currently serving as the Deputy Director of the Macau Government and Government Tourist Office. She earned her bachelor's degree in Business Administration from the University of East Asia, Macau in 1987. She came on board the Marketing Department of the Macau Government Tourist Office in 1988, and throughout the years, organized local and overseas marketing and promotional activities of different scale. With 10 years of experience and relentless dedication to her work, Ms. Fernandez became one of the 2 deputy directors in September of 1998, where she continues to be highly involved in the marketing and promotion of Macau as a travel destination. I believe she's the right person to learn about the Macau destination marketing. Ms. Fernandez, please.
Thank you very much, and good morning again. Well, I think I'm the last speaker on the panel. I'll try to keep my time for, I don't think, I'm not sure whether I can do as much as Carmen did, but obviously, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share a little bit about, what we did, in Macau, and of course, how Macau is heading. Actually, I didn't, today want to share a little bit different perspective of, instead of talking about, what Macau has done and also what sort of campaigns we are running, probably I'd like to take a little, time to run you through, because for me, destination marketing does not exist in a vacuum. You are very, very much conditioned by, a lot of factors, a lot of things that happen probably historically, and also, some opportunities, some are threats, and of course, part of destination marketing is how you deal with all those, things that happen as we go along. Say, for example, put this slide here because, basically from 1995 to 2012, we actually experienced a lot of ups and downs in terms of the tourism of Macau. Probably, just to give you, some different moments as to what we did in terms of marketing. Of course, we never had an airport in Macau before 1995. So 1995 for us was a very important year because we thought that at that point in time, having an airport, as what Professor Su was talking about, we could bring in more customers, from different parts of the world because at that point in time, our major market was just Hong Kong. And I think a little bit from Taiwan, not so many from the mainland at that point in time. So we thought that the airport would bring us a lot of international visitors. But what happened, oops, let me go back. What happened was that, after we had the airport, then we had a few years of, if you could remember at that point in time, whenever you saw the Ruins of St. Paul's logo, on television, what did you think of at that point in time, in the years 1997, 1998, 1999, just before the handover, a lot of negative press because we had some triad problems in Macau. So whatever you did in terms of marketing, couldn't cancel out those negative effects. So what we did in terms of destination marketing is, okay, on the one side, try to remedy the situation, because whatever campaigns you roll out at that point in time doesn't really help in terms of your destination marketing. You have to do, a lot of remedial things. So that, that finally we passed that, and then we got into the year 2000. And then obviously, the first thing that the new government, when the SAR government was established, what they did was, what the government as a whole did was, okay, let's weed out all the triad problems, because without a good environment in terms of security, there's no way that, any destination marketing can be effective. So that's, one very, very important factor. So in the years 2000 and 2001, what we did in terms of destination marketing a lot, apart from, doing our normal promotion work, is trying to get ourselves off the warning list of some countries, because of the years 1997 to 1999. So the years 2000 and 2001 basically was more, the destination marketing focus was a lot on, making sure that the message goes out that Macau is safe, get us off the warning list, because we are a safe destination, we are welcome, we are ready to welcome people. And then in the year 2002, the liberalization of the gaming industry, of course, that gave us a lot of positive press, I must say, because then, people are looking forward to a new Macau coming very, very soon. However, in the year 2003, what happened was SARS, so when we were thinking that, okay, now we're back to the good times, SARS came and then we had to deal with another problem. At that point in time, occupancy rates in hotels were down to, at worst single digit, So at that point in time, what we, basically we couldn't do any effective campaigns. So what we did was, okay, let's prepare for when the SARS warning was taken off, let's roll out, immediate campaigns. So at that point in time, we managed to really roll out very, very big campaigns in the course of weeks, immediately following the lifting of the SARS warning. So I think, in terms of, going through all these, and of course in 2005, before, when we look at Macau, a lot of people were thinking about, okay, gaming, and gaming. In 2005, we got a very, very strong endorsement from UNESCO because at that point in time, the historic city got, UNESCO World Heritage status. So at that point in time, we were able to really, roll out, good campaigns in terms of UNESCO World Heritage. And then, of course, all the new things came in, and then, now we're in the good days, so we can really put out a lot of marketing campaigns. Just to mention here, in 2008, it's not a drop in terms of visitor arrivals. We actually took out from our statistics all those people who are with foreign passports but who are working in Macau. So, this is quite a big number by that point in time. So, 2008 statistics, that was a totally different, statistical, gathering data. So, of course, all these, and of course, a lot of policies can also help in terms of your destination marketing. Take the mainland market. If you look at the mainland market in this slide, basically everything started to, take off in 2003 when, the individual visit scheme took place. So I think, in terms of destination marketing, don't just look at, what campaigns do I need to roll out. Also, very, very important is to, look at what are the threats and what are the positive things that you have around you so that you can make use of them, or you can try to, take remedial measures into the situation. And of course, during those years, we also had very, very good, opportunities in terms of the low-cost carriers. So we also took advantage of those, opportunities, and of course, all the new hotels that came in. And as you can see, as from 2006, the international visitor market also, took a very, very big increase. So back in 1995, we had less than 1 million international visitors. And when I call international visitors in Macau, we take out Hong Kong, China, and also Taiwan. So anybody who's not from, Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan, these are what we call international visitors. So basically, our international visitors also took a very, very big increase, after 2006. So just some sharing with you. Nowadays, tourism is a very, very important sector for Macau, so that's why destination marketing becomes a very important issue, not just to bring visitors into Macau, physical visitors coming in, but very, very important, we need them to spend. So we need to give them a lot of information on how to spend their time, what to do, and also, of course, get them to different places in Macau, so everybody gets a share of the pie. In terms of MICE, we are not a very, very big MICE destination. We are just starting because our new facilities also came in starting 2006. So we are also just, starting there. So a lot more to come, hopefully, and of course a lot of, I would say, a lot of learning from around the region. Now Macau's positioning as enshrined in 3 main documents in China is to be the world center of tourism and leisure. That has been written into China's policy. I mean, it's the central government's policy. So now we are all working towards this end, making sure that we convey the message that Macau is a tourism place, is a leisure place, and get more people to recognize that all around the world. So in terms of our marketing, one other area that I would like to just touch on is that when we do marketing campaigns, when we do destination marketing, especially for a place so small in Macau, we can't do it by our own. We work a lot in terms of what we call regional cooperation. So we participate in international organizations, and also we do a lot of cooperation in terms of regional frameworks. Because Macau is a very, very small place, Although when I started in tourism, we had like 16 square kilometers for the whole of Macau. The latest count is around 29.7 square kilometers, so we've grown through the years. And then 3.5 square kilometers more to be reclaimed until 2020. However, we're still a small place, so that's why we cherish very much working with other destinations, because we feel that if it is a win-win situation for the whole region, then everybody stands to benefit. So I think in terms of destination marketing, don't just look on ourselves, because I think we nowadays more and more we rely on our partners in the region to really bring more people into the region so that we can all work together for our mutual benefit. So I think that's a little bit what I want to share today. I hope I've kept my time. So I'll welcome any questions that come later on in the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fernandez. I think, destination marketing, so every destination is competing with one another to attract more visitors. So I can even now sense intense competition among Macau, Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong.